What's up, fight fans? We are back at it with another edition here at Round One Sports TV. I'm always your host, Edwin, and where the wall fights start, round one. Shoot, I'm feeling lucky today. Let's press some buttons, see if we get anything popping here. If you hear anything, let me know. What's up, Frontline? What it do? What it do, man? I need you to come up today. We got a lot of boxing to cover and to talk about. We have this amazing showdown in Tokyo, Japan, with Naoya the Monster Inoue defending all four belts, and Junto Nakatani, the next rising Japanese star, so to speak. We don't know just yet. The verdict isn't in, right? They are going to meet in an epic battle in Japan. We're going to break that fight down and also make a lot of announcements of upcoming fights and what fights intrigued you and what you would like to talk about. So tune in, lock in, hit that like button, and let's get right into this episode. Let's go. Okay. I see how we starting off already. You see Frontline in the building already taking shots. Well, most of boxing observers feel similar that Nakatani is, in fact, a worthy adversary for Naoya Inoue's crown. Naoya Inoue, since he has entered in boxing, he has done remarkable things. And when you talk about fighters, and if we were just talking about fighters in particular, who's doing it better than Naoya the Monster Inoue right now? Inoue, sorry. Who's doing it better than him? And I don't think anybody right now in the game currently has defended all four belts, a record breaking 7 times in a row. Since he entered 122 pounds by defeating the one and only Stephen Kubo Fulton, which at the time was a unified world champion. He had currently two belts. Naoya Inoue walked into the division. By the way, this was a weight jump. He used the undefeated American champion as a stepping stone and to get acclimated to the division. They said, Naoya Inoue, you could take a tune-up fight. He said, yeah, this is a tune-up fight for me. Give me the best you have, and that will be my tune-up. I will use your world champion and dominate him and walk off with those belts. And that is exactly what that Japanese dude did. He went in there and he starched Stephen Kubo Fulton by shutting him down, beating him all 8 rounds, and then brutally putting him away. And since then, he has not looked back. Naoya Inoue has been on a tear, and I mean a tear. He has completely ran through the 122-pound weight division where there is just really no one left until the arrival of one special Japanese fighter, Junto Nakatani. He is a 3-division world champion, undefeated. His last performance against Hernandez, Sebastian Hernandez, many people criticize Junto Nakatani's performance in the ring, and he did suffer some injuries in the ring. But make no mistake, every fight is different. Styles make fights. And although that style right there on that night may have given him problems, maybe Naoya Inoue's style won't. I've always said this. Good coaching and a great student can pull off the heist of the century. This is the heist of the century. If Junto Nakatani, he is a Japanese fighter. So this is Japan versus Japan. Okay? So if he is able to pull something like this off, that would be considered one of the biggest upsets of 2026 of late. There's not more on the line here. You can't get any higher than all four belts. And defending all four belts as a champion, you must accept all challenges. That is exactly what Naoya Inoue has been doing. He's accepted all challenges and he has passed them. In the boxing world, many people don't want to give Naoya Inoue his credit or his just due. Why? Well, the answer's right in front of you. Would you please name 5 guys in Naoya Inoue's division? That's what I thought. If it is a division you don't watch or study or is not familiar with, then obviously you would not know this. But Naoya Inoue has fought 16 world champions. With Nakatani will be 17 world champions. Depending on the outcome, he has already knocked out 13 of those world champions. He has 27 consecutive world title fights in a row with no breaks, meaning he didn't jump up to a division and have a non-title fight. Every fight, all 27 of those fights have been for world titles. Who's doing it better than that? Who has defended all 4 belts a record-breaking 7 times in a 4-belt era? He's writing history with every fight. He completely wiped out the 122-pound weight division. He silenced everybody. Anybody who is anybody that thought they can beat Naoya Inoue, he wiped them all down, one by one. You've seen the remarks by MJ, everybody. They have all stepped up and they have all lost. Now, Naoya Inoue, I believe right now, is about to embark on his biggest challenge. According to most boxing critics, you see, Junto did one thing that Naoya Inoue did not do, like to a degree. Junto fought in America. He trained in America. So American fans, some American fans and Japanese fans are familiar with him. Remarkably, I think they're more familiar with him than Naoya Inoue. Because during Naoya Inoue's rise, he stumbled upon, which a lot of us suffered, the corona epidemic. You guys remember that shit taking place, right? And he fought in a bubble with no crowd in America twice. So he didn't really get well, I would say that the Navarre, well, how do you pronounce his name there? The Puerto Rican fighter, Nieves. I think there was a crowd for that fight. That was
Manny Rodriguez.
before the corona really blew up.
You talk about the one in
And he had
America.
that fight right there where he fought the teacher, the Puerto Rican teacher. Yeah, I remember that fight right there too.
You talk about in America, right?
And he didn't really come to America. Now, his last fight in Las Vegas, I was in attendance. I think he did pretty well there with Roman Cardenas on Mexican weekend. I think he did remarkably well there. The fans embraced him. A lot of people are trying to say or sell to you that they don't know about this guy in the boxing world or he's not a big star out here. But I disagree. I disagree. I know what I saw. I know what I saw when he walked out of that locker room and he made his way to the ring. Yes, listen, the Mexican support was there for Roman Cardenas on that night. But the beautiful thing about boxing, let me tell you something. I just saw something the other night. I saw a Japanese fighter into the ring fighting a Mexican fighter, and he was wearing the Mexican trunks. He was wearing the red, white, and green, the Japanese dude. He had the Mexican colors on while fighting a Mexican dude. The reason why I say that, I have never witnessed in a sport more countries show one country respect, that much respect. Mexico. There has been countless. I think Mayweather started it, like made it real big. Mayweather may have done it or may have done it and thought that it would have been a mockery. But what Mayweather finally realized is, what do you see from the guy's hand being raised, the winner? he has your flag's country's trunks on. The winner's hand that got raised got Mexican trunks on. Once they saw that and they played into the Mexican culture, because Mexican culture in boxing it's too rich. It's stamped, solidified, certified as a Latin country. It's like probably the leading one if we want to keep it funky, right? It's probably the more well known in the world, Mexico. And I have never witnessed in my era countries that give so much respect to the Mexican flag. And they do. And they're trying to win over like that kind of like thing. Let me put my earplug inside if I can hear you from like just in case you talk. But yeah, um, when Naoya Inoue came out of the dressing room in Las Vegas, bro, the entire building erupted. The Mexican fans, the Japanese fans, everybody. It wasn't like sometimes when you're like away or whatever, one side of the fans would yell and then they would be quiet and the other guys would cheer for their guy. No. When Naoya Inoue came out of that tunnel, the entire freaking state, all the Mexican dudes, everybody, just to get a look at him. And that's why I don't, buy into these lies. Oh, nobody knows him. Nobody want to watch him early in the morning. Bro, you don't speak for me. You don't got to speak for me and you don't got to speak for all the other fans and push your beliefs on us. If we want to support a fighter, then shit, we should be able to support a fighter. I don't support Naoya Inoue because he's Puerto Rican. I support him because he's an amazing fighter. Yo, that dude is amazing. So, and that's why, like, I see greatness in this dude, man. And we touched on this. We talked about it. They could be no better feeling than representing your flag, having the world hear your national anthem. You know, you bring your country with you. That pride, man, that's amazing. I've never experienced that. And I can't hate on a man for doing it. Every time I see a Turkish flag, a Greek's flag, a Russian, because of sports for me. Not many national anthems I learned because of sports. And these are the things you can do for you, like your island, your country, So the fight itself is really big because it really speaks to the pedigree of Naoya Inoue and the challenges that he's taking. You understand? There has been many, many, many fighters that stepped up that try to fight Naoya Inoue. They all failed. All of them. They all failed. And now Junto's up. And I think that Junto, he brings size to the equation. And he brings size and length, but with boxing smarts. He's just not taller. He's just not longer. You could fight any guy that's a little bit taller but less skilled. You're gonna be able to do some shit that you're not gonna be able to do against Junto. Because Junto ain't falling for that shit. Junto's a lot smarter. And Junto can punch. He can punch. Now, little concerning about the Hernandez fight. It didn't look like his power was really like hurting this dude. And I had to ask myself the question, if I put Naoya Inoue in the ring with Hernandez, what would happen? Naoya Inoue would stop him. He'll stop him late. I think 8, 9, 10, right around there. He'll stop him. but Junto struggled with him. And I could see where once that fight took place, the odds makers looked at the fight different, a little different, just a little. You know, the Junto's fans still were like, nah, he's going to win. Get it. I get it. But I had to ask myself that question. What would Naoya Inoue look like against Hernandez? And then I was like, I was stuck with boxing styles. Junto's not going to fight Naoya Inoue like he fought Hernandez. Hell no. I don't believe that. And Junto's a good enough student that if his coach was to come up with a good game plan to fight Naoya Inoue, Junto with his size, length, attributes, he might be able to pull this off. He might be able to beat Naoya Inoue. You look, I, I'll tell you Naoya Inoue's side too, but I gotta give you Junto's too, and you gotta acknowledge Junto. You know he's a 3 division world champion. This is no slouch. He's an undefeated fighter. Now, look, Junto, right? His fighting style. If I was him and his coach, I'm not telling them what to do. Of course, I'm not a world class coach, but I did notice one or two things wrong with Naoya Inoue, right? And if you box him the traditional way, you're in trouble. You're in a lot of trouble because he's too good at that. He's ahead of the curve. I don't recommend boxing him like that. What I recommend to do is to have a game plan for rounds 1, 2, and 3, right? 4, 5, and 6, you got to switch up your entire boxing style. You can't keep giving them the same looks.
Mm. Hey, shout out to the chat real quick. Rip from Australia. He says, hi from Australia. Mr. Miyagi with a $2 super chat. He says,
Ooh,
salute. I've had a bunch of coffee, so we in here.
woo!
And then Rip says, personally, I reckon Junto bit more than he can chew. And wishing anyway went up to 26.
Yeah, yeah, we're gonna get to that, right? I think that Juncho got to switch it up. He's got to come out round 1, maybe looking this way like this. Round 2, you know, put your hands up like this, come out like that. Round 3, you might come down with the low guard like this, come down. Just switch it up, but not only switch up your looks, right? Switch up your offense. Be more aggressive, maybe up top this way, 1, 2 round, 3, 4, 5, 6. Start implementing downstairs to the body. You might want to switch it up righty to lefty. The reason why I say that is because when I look back at that Marlon Tapales fight with Naoya Inoue, that's what he did. He survived like 11 rounds doing that crazy shit. As soon as Naoya Inoue caught on, brother, you're just improvising. You're just twitching, improvise, but you don't got an offense to it. He was just improvising, but daring Naoya Inoue to come in and just fighting off instinct. That's what he was doing. Then Naoya Inoue caught on to that. He didn't have an answer for what Naoya Inoue was doing because he didn't have a complete style. He was just, you know, improvising. And that caught Naoya Inoue off guard because
You know,
Naoya
Edwin,
Inoue
I think
reads patterns.
the way to beat Inoue would have to be with brute force, to be honest.
I don't know. Well, you
And what
okay?
I mean
Talk
by
about it.
that is when you apply pressure to Inoue, he's fighting off the back foot. He can fight off the back foot.
He's a great back foot fighter.
He's great back foot. Now, when you apply pressure, depending on the pressure you apply, I can see Inoue getting careless and dropping his hand and get caught with the same hit that Luis Panteraneri hit him with and the same hit that
Wow.
Ramon Cardenas hit him with.
Mm.
Now, the problem with that game plan is expect to get hit. And when you get hit, can you withstand what Inoue is bringing back? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Look,
And again, I'm not a world class trainer either, but I'm
yeah.
just saying
Look, I
that's what
think
my
that
game plan would
Shingo,
be.
I think that Shingo, his father, right? He did a great job with his sons. Both his sons can fight and his cousin. But I'm gonna tell you what makes Naoya Inoue special, I could always teach you the jab, distant management, little timing there, technique and shit. But it's up to the fighter to deliver, to perform, to let the fight flow. Naoya Inoue is a natural born fighter. He understands things about fighters most of us don't understand. And I might not even understand yet. He's doing things that he, yo, listen, he
Well,
made
shit,
me,
Coach Hector Bermudez, shit, he had first hand experience with him, and he even said it that when he was
yeah,
telling
remember,
TJ,
yes, okay, yeah, right.
he
Even
said he
he's,
told TJ Doheny to do something,
yeah,
and Inoue was already 5 steps ahead.
already blocking the shot, looking at him like he was an amateur.
Yep.
And
Yo,
this is a
shout out to
world
Jason.
champion.
Jason Ayala in the building. He said, "What's up, round one in the front
What
line?"
up?
Mr. Miyagi
Salute.
says, "Inoue has had some good sparring lots of tall southpaw fighters."
Mm.
And that's
Th-
another thing. That's
Yeah.
another thing. Who is Junto going to bring in that can
There's a lot of
imitate?
Japanese fighters that are fast.
Right,
A
but who
lot.
can imitate? Who can imitate
That's not going to be too
In a
hard.
way,
That's not going to be
in a
too,
way style?
well, listen, Naoya Inoue is a surgeon in the ring. He he can fight multiple different ways. That's what makes him so unique. Remember when he fought Stephen Kubo Fulton from the first bell in the first round, Naoya Inoue came out in the Philly shell. He never fought in the Philly shell in his life. He actually beat
I
him in
I
his
think
own
he was doing that to
style.
taunt him. I think he was doing that to taunt him.
No, he just whooped his ass in his own stance. And as a boxer, that's a message that's real clear. You literally kicked my ass in my own style and you did it better. Remember when Naoya Inoue taunted Stephen Kubo Fulton in the ring and he went like that with his glove? He went, come on, hit me. I'm in your style. You can't hit me in your own style. He's doing it better than you, and you're an undefeated, unified world champion, and you got there with that style? Well, here, let me show you how it's done. And then I'm gonna knock you out in your own style. Remember the knockout? Go rewind it. He was literally standing in front of him like this, and then fake, boom, boom, boom. He knocked him out in his stance. That was, yo, that's retarded. That's I was looking at it and I was just going, wow, Scooter, did he really whoop your ass in your own fighting style that made you all this success? Shit. And listen, um, good boxers are not gonna beat Naoya Inoue. You saw Emmanuel Rodriguez, 19-0, Puerto Rican champion, undefeated, never been knocked down in his career in 19 fights. Naoya Inoue dropped him 3 times while putting him away in the second round. He went to McDonald in the UK out there. McDonald didn't get knocked out in his entire career. He's been knocked down in a fight. He lost a fight before the Naoya Inoue fight, but that was almost 10 years ago. He had the belt for over 4 years. Naoya Inoue went in there 1 round. Oh, by the way, this dude is 5'10". 5'10". It took him 1 round to knock him off and walk him off. Yo, he left that dude and the entire audience stunned. Look at James McDonald's face. He didn't know what the fuck hit him. He was shocked. He was like, what the hell is it? Yo, he didn't even take the time to pronounce Naoya Inoue's name correctly. He took him as a joke. A 5'5" dude? Get that jumping up in weight? 2 weight divisions? You jumped up in weight. And no, you're not beating me. Yo, he got wiped down.
Hey, shout out to Mark in the building. He said, I'll be cheering for Inoue at the infield lower level. Seats closer that wasn't top ringside were sold in like 2 days and all international tickets in a week. All 55,000 sold out in a month. So hyped for this massive fight. Mr.
That is
Miyagi.
crazy. Hold on. Mark, you going to the fight? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
If you're going
that,
to the
that
fight,
that's what
just
he's
type
saying.
yes.
That's what he's saying.
God, Mark, take me with you. I'll go in the suitcase.
Sneak him in.
Sneak me into Japan. Oh my God. Talk about a man can't sell tickets. These dudes can't sell 14,000 tickets until the day of the fight, right? Bragging about this guy sells, Devin Haney sells, or these, or he doesn't, or you know what I'm saying? They're always this 5'5" Japanese dude sold 55,000 within a month.
He
Within a
says, yeah,
month.
he's flying out on the 30th.
Yo, that's crazy. Yo, you gotta share some pictures. Yo, Mark, you know what I'm saying? Hit me on Instagram. Uh, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, share some shit, man.
Mr. Miyagi says Junto will have some good sparring since Inoue does use the Japanese style, but he flows so well, it's still different.
Yeah, he's gonna, like I was trying to tell Frontline, he's not gonna have problem finding guys like almost similar in speed. You're just not gonna get the ring IQ of Naoya
The
Inoue
rhythm,
and his punch
Inoue's rhythm,
selection.
and his rhythm because he
Yeah,
switches
you're
up
not
so
gonna
goddamn
really
much.
get. Yeah, yo, Naoya Inoue has been implementing for a very long time that
Adam, I'm with
bounce
you,
step,
buddy.
the bounce step, like he's always like boom boom, like the Russians, like Bivol. You know, how Bivol and Arthur and them, they fight like that. They
Yo,
fight on a
Edwin,
rhythm. Yeah.
guess who I got in this fight?
Who?
Nakatani.
You traitor.
I got Nakatani. I got matter of fact, I
Hey,
got
hey,
Nakatani by knockout.
you what round?
Well, you got to tune into Round One Sports Talk Nostradamus
All
tonight.
right, all right, all right. Respect. I respect that. I
But
respect that.
Mr. Miyagi, I got a bone to pick with UK
So
judges.
for nine,
I got I
you
got a
got
bone to
Junto, huh?
pick with you. Yep, Junto Nakatani with late
Junto,
stoppage. I say
late stoppage, huh?
I say it's gonna be a late stoppage.
Late stoppage.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yo, frontline. Can I
Um,
talk to you in the office over here?
Adam says I like Nakatani. I'm going with him. Mark says I'll do what I can. Try to video the stadium. Mr. Miyagi replies
Yeah,
to Adam says Junto is strong regardless of his last fight, so we not mad.
yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Late
Go
stoppage. Write
ahead.
it down. Write it down. Write it down. Late stoppage for Nakatani.
Who said that?
I said that.
Oh, yeah, I'm not writing it down. You ain't said nothing.
I
You
ain't
ain't
give you a
gave us no
round.
round.
I ain't give you a round,
Hold
but
on, hold on, hold on. Are you going for the interim title or are
no,
you
no, no, no,
going
no,
for
no,
the Notre
no,
Dame's world
no.
title?
My wife is the one that came up with the interim stuff. That's her and anybody else in the chat who wants to do the interim. But with me, I'm going straight for the belt.
Straight for the belt? Are you that confident?
I'm taking your head off.
You coming for the man?
I'm coming for
Listen,
you.
listen. Let me tell you something. I've learned in boxing.
What you
Sometimes
what you
don't
learn?
talk too much shit because
Nah,
it'll
I'm not
come
talking
back
shit.
to haunt you,
Yo,
right?
shout out to Kane. He from Australia too. He said, "Hey, what's up, round one, front line?"
What up? What up? What
We
up?
got we got a couple Australians in here.
That's what's up. Welcome. So, okay, cool. You got you got Junto, which
I
is
got Junto late stoppage.
late. Stop it, stop it. You don't even believe that. Listen,
I would
let me
say
tell you something.
somewhere around like between 9 and 12.
Between never worry, somewhere in between there.
Nah, somewhere between 9 and 12.
Yeah,
I'll
listen.
I'll give you a specific come fight night.
Yeah, that sounds like an interim title prediction. Nine and
Nah.
nine. You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
right now it sounds
It
like
sounds like an
like an
interim.
interim.
Look, hey, say what you want, right?
I just don't
Listen,
want you to crash out on your own live. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
crash out on my own live.
Yeah, I don't want to hear
Shit.
the no, no, no.
No, it ain't gonna be none of that. Look, I learned in boxing not to talk a lot of shit because that shit can come back and bite you in the ass, right? But I really don't give a fuck, right? Rain, snow, or shine, I'm on the next day at the same time. I don't care. Listen, but
Let me ask you something. Would that
this
picture
is
come
what my
down
fighter.
if Nakatani wins? Would that picture come down and Nakatani goes up?
Hell no, that's not going. We never had a bet like that, and the disrespect won't. They ain't gonna start. You know what I'm saying? That's just gonna stay right there. But we do have a bet. So if you win that one,
Yeah, but
then
that fight's not. I don't think that fight's gonna happen.
maybe not. Maybe not.
I
But
don't think. I don't think. I think Inoue knows that
but
his max is 122. I don't think he'll go up anymore.
you don't think he'll go
Nah,
up?
he knows it. He knows. He knows 26 hit different.
How about what about this? Hey, Davis.
That'll never happen either.
Yo, what?
Tank will find a way to duck it.
Wishing on a star. Yeah, he would duck him, huh?
Yeah, he
Uh,
would. Yeah, he
listen.
would.
All right, check it out. This is funny. This is funny because this fight against Junto is arguably Naoya Inoue's toughest fight. So what I'm about to say, then y'all gonna have to give me credit when it happens. Because I'm telling you right now, if this is his toughest fight, and right now I'm saying with my chest, Junto's done. He's getting knocked out. Naoya Inoue is going to prove to Japan who the greatest Japanese fighter is currently today and of all time. He doesn't like sharing the spotlight. He's a greedy little champion. Listen, there's only one king. There can only be one. And if the whispers in Japan are saying there's someone else that we think can beat you or dethrone you, yo, Naoya Inoue didn't take a step further. He didn't go to 126. He's got his own issues in his own backyard. True champion. True champion. He said, hold up. Y'all really think this dude can beat me? They said, yes. He said, you know what? Get him in the ring with me. And finally, we got it. And Naoya Inoue does this for me as a boxing fan. He gives me the ability to talk shit because I got confident in my guy. Does your fighter do that for you? Or do you just talk shit just to support your fighter, but you're nervous, right? Nah. I can talk with confidence when backing Naoya Inoue because I really believe he's him. I really believe he's him. And my fighter, I'm not scared at all. I'll break down the fight, you know, these these situations. Why? Because you gotta give Junto his respect. You gotta give Junto his respect. And you gotta talk about his strengths and what he can do. This is fucking Junto's night too. Junto's name is on the other side of that damn ticket. Naoya Inoue didn't fill up that Japanese thing by himself. Junto's name is on the other side in his picture of that poster. And he can give two shits what Naoya Inoue thinks about himself. He's thinking about him, his family name, Nakatani. What would that do for Junto in Japan for his family if he beats Naoya Inoue, which is considered the best Japanese fighter of all time? What could that do for you? When they see a person with that kind of status, like what do you think they do for Naoya Inoue's mom and dad when he's walking through the mall or something? People run to the door to open the door for them. Right this way, sir. That's pride. That's what you can do for your family name. Yo, they probably go to restaurants. It's on the house. Our pleasure. Trying to buy clothes? Nope, nope, nope. You don't have to pay. How many times did that probably happen to his family? What can that do for you on a world stage? Oh, this is big. And Junto's not backing down. This fight right here can change his life forever. One fight, one night can stamp your name in the Hall of Fame. You beat that kind of champion? That straight to the Hall of Fame, baby. Straight to the Hall of Fame. You're beating a guy. First of all, you're gonna stop his consecutive winning streak in title fights, 28. That's a record right now that's still going on because of Naoya Inoue. No boxer has ever done that in this era or in the last. So he's going to stop that record plus the record that Naoya Inoue got on defending all 4 belts in a row. He's going to stop that record in his tracks when he just passed Saul Canelo Alvarez. Naoya Inoue. Then he's going to take away Naoya Inoue's undefeated record and give him the first loss of his career. Then he's going to take all 4 belts. This is a monumental night. How many boxing matches have you witnessed that has that much on the line? Probably Terrence Crawford and Canelo that come to mind that's close. Yeah,
Yep.
that's it.
Yep.
That's it. This shit is rare to see something like this. This is like witnessing a unicorn. Oh shit, it's right there. You know what I'm saying? Some rare shit. So there's a lot at stake in this Japanese fight. You know, when we talk about legacy, the belts, and what boxing and the belts can do for you, man, so much status. You know, you're going on the box of fucking cornflakes. They're gonna make dolls after you, posters. They'll probably make sneakers. They're gonna name streets after you. They'll probably name a holiday after you.
Yeah, they're gonna make a meme off of fucking Inoue when Junto knocks
No,
his ass
no.
the fuck
Well,
out.
you know
Watch.
what? 32 fighters have tried, and I think 28 of them are memes. So yeah, my guy, he does that all day, every day. Put people on knockout reels. His entire career, Inoue's highlights are just vicious knockouts, of like great fighters, man. Great Nonito Donares. He's a great Hall of Fame Filipino fighter. Um, Emmanuel Rodriguez, Stephen Kubo Fulton. Shit, you got unified champions like Marlon Tapales, MJ. He's got a murder row of list of champions. You know, and when you're saying, oh, no, you ain't fighting nobody, okay? Tell me who your favorite fighter is, first of all. And I'm not criticizing or taking shots. I'm just trying to educate, do a little exercise, a little boxing exercise. First, pick out your favorite fighter. Who is he? Is he, I don't know, is he a British guy? Is he an American? Do you like David the Monster Benavidez? David Morale? I don't know. Anybody, just pick one. Anybody. Now pick him. Now tell me, look him up in Box Rec. Go to the Wikipedia to your favorite fighter and look up how many champions currently they've ever faced in their career. Look it up for yourself. Then look at how they did against what's their records against current or former world champions that they have faced. Do it with anybody you want. Any boxer, current
Hey,
active boxer, your
yo, you
favorite.
you got people getting at you in the chat.
About what?
The same shit I said. Kyoto,
What?
he said, y'all remember when round one said Inoue would 100% move up after Nakatani, but now he still want to hide in Bantam. Very disappointing.
Hide and bantam.
Yeah,
Stop it.
he's scared of Shushu.
Stop it. Stop it. Okay, look. After we complete this exercise, pick whoever you want. Go look up their record and see how many champions they have fought in their record. What's their record against champions? How many wins, losses, knockouts they did against current or former world champions? I'll let you know what Naoya Inoue has. He's fought 16 current or former world champions. He knocked out 13. So if your guy is not doing it better than that, then how the hell is it that your guy is better? And that Naoya Inoue ain't fighting nobody. He's fighting champions.
Shout out to Coquito in the building too.
And, okay, and to answer that other question, stop it. There is nothing that I need to protect Naoya Inoue from. It's truly up to his decision now, isn't it? I would like to see him go up to 126 because fighting Bruce Carrington, that's an easy win. We might as well just get in the ring and hand the belt to Naoya Inoue and not take an ass whooping. Live to fight another day. Just hand them the belt. That's it. So that would be easy for Naoya Inoue to go up to 126. But realistically, without taking a shot at frontline, that would be his sixth weight division. Naoya Inoue's.
Yeah.
126 would be his sixth. That would be entering from where he started his career at 108. 108, 112, 115,
No,
118,
he skipped one of those.
yes, 122. He skipped the 112, right? But doesn't mean he didn't fight in the 112. But damn it, if he didn't go over it from the place he started, he didn't go backwards. So that division exists. So if he was champion in three more divisions, what makes me think he would have never been champion in the 112, right? Okay. So from where he started, he has titles in four weight divisions. He's currently fighting in his fifth weight division. Going up to 126 would be his sixth weight division. That's asking a human being to do a lot. You're starting to embark in a gray area where very few humans alive can do that. There's a
Hey,
lot of
chilling.
humans.
We
Look,
agree with that statement. Inoue is doing legendary shit. That's a fact. But we're not. I'm not. I'm not Edwin. I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat. Inoue could be beat, and I think
oh, he
he'll
could.
get his
Anybody could be
he'll,
beat.
his first loss is gonna come possibly against Nagatani, and if that don't happen, it'll happen at 26 with Espinoza, Shushu,
It's a dangerous
Angelo
fight.
Leo, or Brandon the Heartbreaker Figueroa. One of those will.
Yeah, Brandon might be a little tricky. I don't know. I see the Brandon fight being real easy or a bit difficult. It could be either way, right? Okay. Because Brandon leans too much for me. He leans in too much. Naoya's going to find his chin. Now, here's the problem that would save Espinoza and obviously save Brandon and Bruce Carrington. That if you were to take those guys and bring them down to Naoya Inoue's weight, they would lose. But by bringing Naoya Inoue up to them, you might take a little power off Naoya Inoue because these guys are going to be big enough to take his power. His power is not going to be the same at 126. And
Let me ask you something,
Espinoza,
Edwin.
huh?
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
How would you see a fight between Bam and Inoue? I think
Okay. Okay.
Inoue's too big for Bam.
Yeah. If we're doing hypothetical and make them the same
Hypothetical.
size,
Yeah, same size.
that's a dangerous fight. That's a real, that Bam is the only guy secretly that has enough skills that can really beat Naoya Inoue is that Bam Rodriguez dude. But he's too small in reality. He's two weight divisions away from Naoya Inoue.
Yeah,
If he
he's at
was to
15 right
jump,
now, right?
if he was to jump the two weight divisions and fight Naoya Inoue, I would watch the fight. I would welcome it. But when Naoya Inoue beats Bam in that scenario, I'm not giving Naoya Inoue credit for that because you had to blimp up Bam two weight divisions, gave him no time to acclimate to the division. It would be unfair to Bam Rodriguez, the Mexican fighter, and I would not accept the win. I would say it was bullshit. And Naoya Inoue beat a blimped up Bam, not the best version of Bam Rodriguez. Look, I like Naoya Inoue, but I won't back up bullshit. I will never back up bullshit. And I won't set it up and sell it to you like, but if we were talking them two being the same size and they were in the same weight division, that would
Hey,
be
real
for
quick,
me.
breaking news. I'm watching the Spanish news right now. It says ex boxer, Cuban boxer, accused of attempted murder.
Ooh, ooh.
Right here in detective. Hold on. The victim, stated officer, Detective Gutierrez, met department a few days ago. Fuck, that shit came out too quick. It happened here in
Mm.
Miami.
It happened in Miami, in American
Yeah.
soil. Ooh,
Yep.
damn. It's crazy. So
I'm
look,
trying
and
to see if
look,
his name come up right now.
okay, get back to us more on that.
Got
All
you.
right. So back to the Naoya Inoue and Bam Rodriguez. Let me tell you, my honest, if they were the same size, I'm gonna go out and say this. Some people might agree, some people might not. I actually think if they were the same size and the same weight division, that the fight between Bam Bam Rodriguez and Naoya Inoue would be bigger than Naoya Inoue and Junto. What do you think?
Yeah, but that fight can't happen in Japan. It has to happen on
Yeah, we
neutral
could put it in
soil,
Las
somewhere like
Vegas.
in Vegas
Yeah, we put it
or
in
somewhere in
Vegas.
UK,
That's
somewhere in
Little
UK,
Mexico anyway. Damn, we can't put it in Vegas. I don't know.
or somewhere in UK.
Somewhere, but let's just say
Even though I'm mad at UK right now, the judges, I'm mad at them right now.
hypothetically, if they were the same size, Bam Rodriguez and Naoya Inoue, I'm saying that would be a better fight than Junto and Naoya Inoue. I really think the only fighter, north or south, at an even like playing field without being 6 feet 10, right? Um, he's the only guy that got the best chance. But he's too far away, unfortunately. Yeah. That Bam Rodriguez dude, uh, he's a fucking problem. He's a problem. He plays with his food. He literally dragged that dude out into the 10th round to make a statement to knock him out in the round he wanted to. He wanted to knock him out in the 10th round. He just whooped his ass, carried him along in the fight, and literally called his shot. I'm going to knock him out in the 10th. He went out there, 10th round, knocked out, spun around, and Bam smiled with a sinister smirk You remember when Bam knocked that dude out and he looked like this and he smirked? The reason for the smirk is because he told them, I'm gonna knock him out in the 10th. He 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 could have knocked that dude out whenever he wanted to. Whatever round he wanted to. He just got some work in, wanted to shine, and that's when he said, I'm done playing with you. I'm gonna put you like he's a special fighter, that Bam dude. I want to see him against, you know, tougher guys in the upper divisions too later. I would have had liked to see him against Junto, but Junto went to chase Naoya Inoue. He was just one division above Bam. They were like right behind each other in
Hey,
divisions.
Kyoto says Inoue's never fought a big name in his life commercially. Yet
This guy is crazy.
hold on, he is one of the most popular fighters because he was fighting the champs. Now he's just sitting and defending.
Okay, first of all, that's a lie.
Hey, Kyoto, you about to make Edwin crash?
No, that's a lie. Because the American Stephen Kubo Fulton was well known in the boxing world for being a unified world champion, and he was currently on the pound for pound list on a lot of people's list going into the fight with Naoya Inoue. So I don't know what you're talking about. Stephen Kubo Fulton is an American fighter. People know about him. He's a 2 division world champion. So I don't know where you Nonito Donari, you're gonna tell me that no one knows who that guy is? Donati? No one knows who Nonito is. This guy's gone. If you're trying to say that Naoya Inoue had it tough, he got it out the mud, I can agree with you on that. Listen, Naoya
Okay,
Inoue is special.
what he's saying is Inoue never fought any commercial names. LOL, Fulton wasn't selling tickets.
Well, okay, like you mean like a mainstream superstar name type dude? Okay, you want to know why? You want to know why? Name me anybody from 126 down that makes millions of dollars and that is a star. Who are you comparing Naoya Inoue to? You're comparing them to a division that what you're saying doesn't exist. It does not exist. There's no superstar until the arrival of Naoya Inoue. He did what Michael Jordan did with the Chicago Bulls, with Japan, and the lower weight divisions. Who the hell, as a bantamweight fighter, made $1 million at a main event down there from 126 down? Who made $1 million? What fighter? Tell me. Where's this
Hey,
star? Wait. Where's this star that you're saying he never fought a commercial fighter? But check it out. You can't do that when he was him. Naoya Inoue brought all the light to all these divisions. He made $36 million as a bantamweight. That's unheard of. He's making heavyweight money. A bantamweight fighter. The reason why you know Junto, Bam Rodriguez, and all these guys is because of Naoya Inoue. It's because of him. So when you say he didn't fight no commercial stars and pulled it off, you got to understand he was that star by himself. He had a shine so bright that it gave star status to the rest of the guys down there. He brought light to all them divisions from 126 and down. Naoya Inoue did that shit. So in an era where not a lot of fans knew about these divisions, they mostly concentrate on the glamour divisions, 130 to 154 and the heavyweight division. Understand? So when the people say he ain't fought nobody, you got to understand what you're witnessing. What is actually going on in history? Brother, he is that star. He's the only one. And the other guys are shining off his success. He's really a trendsetter. He's one of one. He's really one of one. You couldn't get a commercial or a superstar name because you don't got one to give to me. It's not like he was avoiding somebody that was a superstar. No, he was the superstar breaking through. It's a different situation entirely. You got to recognize his star status. He's doing shit no bantamweight fighter should be doing. There's no way he should be making $36 million, and he's worth it. Every penny. He did this truly self-made. Naoya Inoue, I can honestly say he got it out the mud. Japan, the country of Japan, they didn't even pick Naoya Inoue to represent them in the Olympics. They didn't think he was good enough. Go figure. I bet you they kicked themselves in the ass now. Huh? All the great ones, at some point, somebody doesn't see their greatness and they got to prove their way. All the great ones got a story like that. Michael Jordan, the high school coach, said, you're never going to be a basketball player, kid. You might as well give it up. Brady, they passed on him in the 6th round. They didn't see his greatness. They didn't see Naoya Inoue's greatness neither. He made this brick by brick. He built this castle. He really did. He had top rank, but even Uncle Bob couldn't control Naoya Inoue. Uncle Bob could not stop or get in the way of Naoya Inoue when all Naoya Inoue kept saying to Uncle Bob was, get me the next champion. And Uncle Bob is like, yo, Naoya, you're winning. Let's not roll the dice too many times. And Naoya Inoue said, no, champion. Champion, champion after champion after champion after champion. That's why he's selling 55,000 tickets in the Tokyo Arena. That, in fact, he was the guy that got that Tokyo Arena to accept boxing back in the Tokyo Dome after the loss of Mike Tyson with Buster Douglas in Japan 26 years ago. He was the fighter that had enough to fill that up. Yo, check this out, guys. You mean to tell me that the Japan's Tokyo Dome didn't have a Japanese fight in their own country that the Japanese fans felt that they would fill it up with 55,000? And the two Americans had to come to Japan, Mike Tyson and Buster Douglas, and sell that place out. Since then, there has been no fight worthy enough to even fill up half of it. So they don't even try. They don't even try. And
Yo,
here
shout out
comes
to all facts in the building.
this dude is crazy. Yo, what he's doing.
Hey, let me address Chilling real quick. Chilling, you're probably used to people saying "nonito donaire." That's the way Edwin used to say it.
That's how
But
he's until
Rachel,
his wife came on my show.
and she made it
She
clear
corrected
like
me.
it's Don Aire. And
Donaiti.
if
His
you say
Nonito
if you
Donaiti.
that's
She
just
said
so you really
everybody's been
pronounce it.
pronouncing her husband's last name wrong for years. And she was on my show a few times. And she taught us the proper pronunciation of Nonito Donaiti. Donaitis.
So Kyoto says he said round one's goddamn rambling. He said politically it's harder to do that above 135. Crawford only had that draw after he beat Canelo, and it was like 38. Then he says, what he said?
That kind
Bob
of
said,
draw, like that money. Yeah. Because he had Canelo though.
Bob
He
said,
had
want to
fucking
fight in featherweight? Anyway, said, nah, I'm good.
nah. Look. We hey, listen. The verdict isn't out on that, so don't be talking shit. Because you don't know if he pack up Junto and right then and there announce he's going to 126. And you know what kind of fucking stud Naoya Inoue is. He does not hold up divisions. He's sure in who he is. Meaning, when Terrence Crawford went from 147 to 154, he held those belts until they basically had to rip him out of his hand for a year. Over a year, he held that belt. How long did he hold up the 154-pound belt? Until he fought Saul. Until the week he fought Saul, that they finally ripped it away from him and upgraded Abbas Baru. You know what kind of fighter Naoya Inoue is? From the first time he achieved the first 4 belts that he ever got in his life, you would think that that was something that no Japanese fighter has ever done. You would hold on to that for as long as you can. Yo, he vacated the belts, all 4 of them, 30 days after he won them. And he announced his next fight against the undefeated American fighter and unified champion in Stephen Kubo Fulton to be his next opponent while vacating 4 belts, throwing them back into the division, holding up nobody's career so that you guys can fight for belts, because I know what it's like to want to fight for a belt. And they say, why are you vacating your belts? I'm going that way. But you won't have any belts. I know I'm gonna go get 2. He's confident on who he is. So I said all of that to say this: that if on the night his decision is to go up to 126, you better believe Naoya Inoue is not gonna hold up the division like a lot of these other guys do. That Japanese dude is serious. He bets on himself. I don't need to hold on to those belts just in case I lose, so I come back down and I still have the 4 belts. No, he gets rid of the 4 belts so he knows there's no going back. There's nothing back there for me. I don't have claim to none of those belts. It's either win or go back to nothing.
Hey,
That's
Kyoto
the kind
says
of pressure he puts on himself.
I wish, but we know it's not happening. Cardenas gave Inoue the real PTSD. He said I remember Inoue was talking all that static about going to featherweight to fight Ball. Cardenas really ruined the fun.
Well, hold on. When have you ever heard Naoya Inoue talk shit? So I know you're lying right there. right? Right? Right?
No, no, no. He was saying that he was gonna move up to featherweight to 26 to fight Ball.
No, no. That's a lie. Um, Saying you're going up to 126 and answering somebody's question are 2 different things. Okay? If a person asks them a question, do you decide or are you going to make, they're asking him. He's choosing to answer it. It's not like they walked up to Naoya Inoue and the first thing he said was, I'm going to move up to 126. Now that would be him saying it. You understand? So,
Oh, my bad. He said stoic, not static. My bad. I read it
oh,
wrong.
listen, anyway, my thing is this, that boxers say and do a lot of things because the one thing that can change everything, money. You say, hey, I'm going up to 126. Then all of a sudden, here comes fucking Turkey from left field. Naoya Inoue, listen, I want you to fight this guy. I will give you $90 million to fight this. And you're like, well, I guess I'm not going up to 126 now, am I? What tells me $90 million does. That's what says I'm not going. You know what I mean, guys? So when fighters say certain things, look at this. Didn't Naoya Inoue once upon a time said he wants to retire at 35? And everybody started panicking. All my Japanese fans, all my Naoya Inoue fans, oh no, when they got 2.5 more years with a bow. Just recently, they asked him the question again. And I told you back then, like I tell you now, fighters say the darndest things. Now his tune is starting to change. They said, no, yeah, anyway, you're going to retire at 35? He said, if my body's still performing and I'm not slowing down, I don't see no reason why to retire. You see? You see how boxers are? You know what I mean? Look, until myself, look, until I got in the ring with OC the Boss and I went out there to Atlanta and it went in and had my little amateur boxing match there, right? The Masters boxing match. I understood it as a fighter. It's not that you're broke or anything. It's like kind of like an addiction. You can't just walk away. You want one more. You want one more.
You want to get in the ring again, Edwin?
Yes. Yes, I do. Yeah. Yeah, I do. Yeah. As soon as I get past a little bit of this shit, yeah, we're doing this again. And I'm beating him. No, I'm gonna be a better version of myself. I'm gonna be a better version. That first shot, I
You
got
signed
all
up
the
to
kinks to
you
rust
signed
out.
up you signed up to Vada.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm signing up to Vada. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to get my opponent to sign up to Vada. You know what I'm saying? I hear
That's not
he's
gonna
on the
happen.
juice. They saw him getting out of Ryan Garcia's car, talking about, yo, Ryan, thanks for the hookup. I don't know what that was about, but and then OC the Boss told me last night, he said, yo, Elwin, I'm gonna try out this new gym with this new trainer. And I was like, who? He was like, I don't know if you know him, Eddie Venosa. You know what I mean?
He'll fit right in, huh?
Yo, I was like, you know what I'm saying? He said, they might have to test the dude I'm about to fight and shit, right? I'm gonna get that fight in. Um, and I understand. I understand, man. I understood then. Um, this is just something you just don't turn off. I mean, when the fire's gone, it's gone. Yeah, I've never been there because I never had a pro career or anything. I never got beat up so many times that I said, okay, I'm done. I was always the guy that like, what if I fucked around too much and didn't take it serious. But I've always had those, you know, I don't feel like I'm a beating fighter or anything, so I want to still compete because I never had a full career. And maybe if I had it, I would get to that point that some fighters talk about. But I could see these guys like Manny Pacquiao and like some of these guys come back and I get it. I get it, man. You gotta like, check in with that little warrior inside of you that and can you still compete? Is it only up here? Can you get in? Do you have the balls to get in there and take punches? And is your body still strong enough to take a punch? Because at a certain point, some of us are not all built the same, and I don't fault anybody. We're not the same. Um, I don't recommend my cousin that's a few years younger than me to get in the ring because I don't think he could take a punch like that. He's not gonna fare well. He's gonna crawl up like this, like um, we're just two different people, and that's what I had to see. If my punch resistance not there anymore, and I just can't, move my hands no more, and I'm just then I'll just okay, cool. I'm getting, I guess I'm getting that O word. Don't say it. That's a forbidden word in my house. All right. We young around here. All right. So um, I just I get it. And I knew that Naoya Inoue wasn't necessarily going to retire at 35. Neither was Javante Tank Davis. When he said, I don't want to be doing this until I'm past 30, I'm done. No. Now
Hey,
Javante
Edwin,
Tank Davis is making a return.
can you clarify an argument in the chat? Not an argument, but a back and forth about in a way ducked Nick Ball.
What?
Um, yep.
How could you
Uh,
duck a guy that
cut.
doesn't have a
Well,
belt?
but hold on, hold no, he had about 26. But
No.
listen, hold on. It's in a way already knew the Junto fight was happening. Literally said Ball then Junto. Mr. Miyagi told him actually wasn't Ball versus Brandon already signed at that point, and he said what he said. Brandon was ordered in like September after Inoue changed his mind.
Okay, check this out. The reason why, and I've already said this in my video, that Naoya
He said
Inoue,
Inoue dropped out the ball fight the night Cardenas dropped him.
check this out, right? Funny, right? But not enough. Not enough to make it a threat. Like, Nick Ball was never a threat to Naoya Inoue in any way. I don't think Nick Ball would have beat Naoya Inoue at any point in his career. Not like that. Um, what made it Naoya Inoue's choice was the threat of Junto. Now, what they offered Naoya Inoue didn't make sense to him, and it didn't make sense to me. They said, go up to 126, fight Nick Ball, then come back down to 122 and fight Junto. And Naoya Inoue said, why would I do that? Why would I rush up there and then come back down to fight June? And then he would have to hold on to the belts rather than vacating them and going to 126.
Hey Edwin, by
See,
the way, when is that Junto fight with Naoya
May
Inoue?
2nd.
Oh, so it's a couple months from now.
No, it's next month. We're in
No.
April.
Oh yeah, April. Shit, ha, I'm behind.
Why you
My
think I'm
bad.
talking about the fight now? Yeah, we're like less than a month away. Yeah, to the
I
Naoya
got,
Inoue fight.
I got you.
So
So May 2nd, you said?
yeah, May 2nd.
All right.
Mm. So it didn't make sense for him to go up to 126. So he didn't duck Nick Ball. Then what happened was Nick Ball wanted the lottery fight with Naoya Inoue. It would have been his biggest payday. But there's these little things called mandatories in boxing, and Nick Ball couldn't avoid his mandatory. If it was up to Nick Ball, he would have never fought Brandon Figueroa. Never. He didn't want that fight, Nick Ball. He wanted to duck Brandon, but he couldn't. He tried. Him and his team tried to wiggle out of that Brandon fight. Brandon and his team cornered him in. They wouldn't take step aside money. They wouldn't nothing. Brandon wanted his shot. Then Nick Ball goes out there and gets brutally knocked out of the ring in front of his entire country with all his homeboys, everybody in attendance. That's going to go down as one of the knockouts of the year. It's going to be like a contender, that knockout. So you mean that guy, the guy that got knocked out of the ring by Brandon Figueroa, that's the guy that is gonna beat Naoya Inoue? The guy that's in a 1% of boxing, the elite fighters. Brandon is nowhere near an elite fighter, not even close. And that guy knocked your guy out and sell that to me again. Sell that to me again. Who is ducking and avoiding who? You're trying to tell me Naoya Inoue was scared of who? Where's your guy? Because your guy's getting knocked out by him. The guy that's got his ass whooped by Stephen Kubo Fulton, Pillow Fist. Pillow
Hey,
Fist Stephen Kubo Fulton.
I gotta kind of agree with Kyoto. Inoue does is suffering from some PTSD because
No, he doesn't. Shut
he
the
fought
hell
yo
up.
he fought Picasso with caution, and Picasso's not even a puncher like that, and he fought Picasso with super caution.
Wow, you
Yo, now
guys
that
are
he says that, and I think about it,
crazy.
and now that I think about it, it makes sense. He's got like some a small sign
Yo,
of
the bullshit's
PTSD,
got to stop, Frontline. The bullshit's got to
dude.
stop.
Let how much does 1 plus 1 equal?
The
Two,
bullshit's got to
right?
stop, Frontline.
How is it bullshit?
Okay, check this out. First of all,
Why did he fight Picasso with so much caution?
okay,
And meanwhile, Junto Nakatani knew he had a tough task with Hernandez, and he went toe to toe with him, and he looked bad.
All
You're not
right,
gonna
check
sit
this
here and
out.
tell me Inoue looked
Okay.
like a fucking elite boxer against Picasso because he didn't.
Are you done? Are you done? Just tell me when you're done.
I'm done when you admit that Inoue has some type of PTSD. It might be mild
Are you
symptom,
done?
but he's got some type of PTSD.
Okay. Now
Go
that
ahead.
my co-host filled your heads up with bullshit, right? Here, this is why you're here. Let me correct it. Okay. First of all, I don't know what fight you watched. Number one, he never fought David Allen Picasso with any caution at all. He actually gave Alan David Picasso a lot of opportunities to hit him, to open up his confidence, to try to get him to open up. What you're not bringing into account that there has never been a fighter in Alan David Picasso's resume that ever knocked him out, stunned him, got through his defense. You're not giving Alan David Picasso credit for what it actually he was doing. He kept Naoya Inoue at bay at that distance. Naoya Inoue tried to attack him basically the entire fight. He just
Right, but
kept
the
going back.
PTSD didn't let him.
No, Alan David Picasso kept going backwards. He kept skipping and then trying to threaten to take the shot. Now, that's what kept Naoya Inoue at bay because he had to work his way through. Now, here, I'm gonna do this for you because let's see if it happens today. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm
Hey,
literally
Mark,
gonna
you know
lock
where I'm
every
headed
wait,
with it,
wait, wait,
right,
wait, wait.
Mark?
I'm gonna lock everything else out, right?
Mark knows where I'm headed with this.
Check this out. No, 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 no. We're going there right now. Check this out. You and Mark can go there too. What I'm pulling up right now is Naoya, Naoya versus David. Oh, Picasso, right here. Okay. I'm gonna try to pull up the highlights, right? Let me see if it'll do it. Oh, full fight highlights right here. Okay. Now, hopefully, shout out to the Zone Boxing for this video and for educational boxing purposes. We will be taking a look at Alan David Picasso with Naoya Inoue and Frontline's statement that somehow
It's not
Naoya
my
Inoue was
statement. It's
fighting
Kyoto.
cautious.
Hold on, Kyoto brought it up,
Cautious.
and it
What he said.
never clicked to me. And then now that I think more about it, it makes sense what Kyoto said. Cardenas gave, in a way, PTSD.
Wow. This is crazy. This is crazy. For
I'm just, I,
educational boxing purposes,
I'm
we
just
are trying to
stating
watch
the
this
32
video right
years
obvious.
here.
of age now. Picasso 25.
Yo, shout out to
The
Mr.
height
Miyagi with
in
the $5
favor of
super
Picasso
chat.
as well.
He says, "You guys realize Picasso, Hernandez, and Neri all
The
fought
Inoue
Look at
brothers
this.
ASAP."
Just
went
watch.
back to their roots, so to speak. They did portions of their
Look at
training.
this. How do did you see that?
Yo, he's throwing his punches scared.
Yeah, they look like no goddamn man is scared. Don't lie. Yo, see, they
Yo,
cut my video. They
yeah,
won't let me play it. This happens all the time. They're not gonna let me play the video.
And
Huh.
this is vintage Inoue Inoue that you're seeing right now. Look at that. Terrific combination, just going through the gears.
Man, I wish you would let me
I
like
think
watch
everything
it.
that Inoue does is really pretty.
It ain't gonna do it,
Off
man.
that amazing quick first step.
Big
Oh,
right hand there.
look at that. Get the fuck out of here. You're bugging, bro. You and your boys'
hey, bring that
logic
back. Bring
is
that
trick.
back. Yo, bring that back. Did you see when Picasso hit him with that liver shot? He folded.
What do you mean he folded? He went two and hit him
Yeah,
right
he
back.
folded. Exactly. What did he do? He dipped. He folded.
That looks
That
like a man that took a shot well.
no, he took a shot like, oh shit. Let me back up
Oh
and
my God. Oh shit. Right? Yeah, yeah,
let me
yeah,
throw
yeah,
these
yeah, yeah,
punches and
yeah.
back
Oh
up.
shit. You're crazy. Yo, listen, Naoya Inoue stood right in front of Alan David Picasso. He was the one that was bringing the fight to Alan David Picasso, but shout out to Alan David Picasso. I recognize what he did. 99% of the guys that fought Alan David Picasso all lost against him. And then they're tripping over Naoya Inoue going 12 rounds with Alan David Picasso, and my co-host here, Frontline's trying to tell you he was fighting cautious. So you're going to say that about his last fight when he fought MJ, that he also went 12 rounds with him, rather than saying that his competition is getting better. Rather than giving the other guy credit,
No,
you'd
no, no,
rather
no, 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 no.
say
You're right. You're right.
he was scared
You're
and
definitely
cautious.
right about that. You're definitely right about that.
Stop it.
The
Stop it.
competition is getting better, and that's why he's fighting more caution.
Stop it. I tell
That's
you
what it
what.
is.
I tell you what. All that cautious shit is gone. If I'm right about the type of man that Naoya Inoue is, for as long as I've studied him, he's not leaving that Tokyo arena without knocking out Junto or getting knocked out. The difference between Naoya Inoue and a lot of fighters like the Devin Haney's of the world, Shakur, shit like that, he's willing to step in the fire. And by stepping in the fire, you can get clipped. As you can see, Naoya Inoue got dropped twice. He didn't have to be there. You got to understand that. That if Naoya Inoue chose to fight on the outside, off his feet, when he got knocked down in the fight and he switched his boxing style, he obviously proved it to you. And there was your evidence. In the same fight, he got dropped. Why? When Roman Cardenas knocked down Naoya Inoue, tell me, did he win another round after that? Did he win any big exchanges after he knocked him down? Did Luis Pantera Nari win another round after knocking down Naoya Inoue? What happened? When Naoya Inoue made the adjustments and chose to fight with his feet and they didn't stand a chance. He made them look below average. He beat the shit out of Roman Cardenas so bad, his forehead was like this big. It was all black and blue from all the punches. He beat the shit out of Roman Cardenas. Roman Cardenas basically didn't touch Naoya Inoue after the knockdown. So there's your evidence that if he wanted to fight the entire fight like that, Roman nor Luis Pantera Nari never scored that knockdown against him. The only reason why they got that knockdown, because he was in the fire that close to them where they had the opportunity to get him. That's it. Same thing with Shakur Stevenson. William Cepeda, you put William Cepeda in the ring with Shakur Stevenson 100 times, and you allow Shakur Stevenson to fight his fight, Cepeda never touches him. Cepeda does not stagger him. The only reason why Cepeda staggered Shakur is because Shakur was standing this close to him. That's not how Shakur fights. He was trying to prove a point. You got to understand this, that when the evidence shows no sooner that Roman Cardenas hit Naoya Inoue, he never touched him after that. After that, he never caught up to him. The fight wasn't even close. In actuality, what gave Roman Cardenas was the knockdown. That fucking, you did it, kid. You almost did it, but technically, both Roman and Lewis, after scoring the fight was no longer competitive. They were no longer landing good shots. and it just went downhill from there. So that's the evidence and the proof that if the only it's because of him. And if he wants to fight you on the outside and that mid-range shit, and he cuts that out a little bit, and he starts like setting his shots up, he's taking undefeated fighters O's.
Hey, Kyoto wants to make it clear. He said, Ball's not my guy to make this clear. I don't think Inoue is afraid of the guys at featherweight, but the essence of the weight class itself, not the fighters, that weight class is dangerous.
Mm, it is.
And
And
then
it
Mark
also
says
goes to show you
that guy on Sufa got hit with the similar shot and was out cold, face planted.
face planted. And Naoya Inoue took that shot and got up
Bullshit.
with no stanky leg.
His motherboard short circuited when fucking
Oh, it
Cardenas
did.
hit him.
It did. It did.
That motherfucker
But
froze.
let me tell you something right now. I believe this. 80% of the men in the bantamweight division, Romar Cardenas hits them
Wait.
with that shot,
Mr.
they don't
Miyagi
get
wants a
up.
refund. Mr. Miyagi wants a refund from
Why?
Migos. Because he had a super chat and I was starting to read it, but you didn't let me read it.
Read it. Read the super chat. Right here. Here it is.
He
Why
said
don't you read the
frontline.
super chat?
He said frontline owes me 250 because he only read half my super
Yeah,
chat.
you guys realize Picasso and
I
Hernandez.
got it. I got it. You guys realize Picasso, Hernandez, and Neri all fought as that Hovnesian. And Picasso schooled him and Neri stopped him. And guess who had a hard time? I think he's trying to say Junto had a hard time because no.
Junto had a hard time with Hernandez, yes.
You guys
And
realize
look,
Picasso, Hernandez, and Neri all fought as a Hovnesian. And Picasso schooled him and Neri stopped him. And guess who had a hard time? Picasso stopped him. All schooled him, and Neri
yeah,
stopped him. Hernandez had a hard time with him.
look, styles make fights. Styles make fights though. Um, I see that
Exactly.
Junto struggled with Hernandez, but I do believe that Junto will not fight Naoya Inoue the same way.
Mr. Miyagi, now you owe me 250 because I read it twice.
Actually, yes, yeah. He owes you 250. You need to put 250 in the super chat. How am I
Oh
going to pay
shit.
Frontline
Uh,
his salary? He demands a lot of money. You know. Yo, do we got super chats to read? I mean, just regular chats to read here. Can you catch up to all of them?
Mark says, let's see how he does with Junto. They'll be the best they have been. That's a fact.
Mm,
Why would he be scared of skinny, tiny Junto? Of course he's gonna knock him out, says Kaido. Kyoto. Um,
you gonna knock him out?
he said, upgrade your internet. Mark tells me not to push you for a Edwin crash out.
You guys love that. You guys love it.
Dude, I can't wait till May 2nd. You said, are you going to be live for that one?
Hell yeah! What you mean? When have I never been live for a Naoya Inoue fight
All
or
right,
in attendance?
I'm gonna make sure my schedule's clear for that morning,
You better stop it. We're
and
watching
I'm coming
fucking
because I want to
boxing.
see an epic round
We're gonna.
one crash out
I'm
when
gonna get a
Junto
coffee and a
beats the
Danish.
dog shit out of it in a way.
I'm gonna get a coffee and a Danish. I'm gonna set up here. We're gonna be watching that fight. You fucking right. Wild Coyotes couldn't get me away from this fight.
Yo, think Top Rank dropped him after that fight? Wasn't on the Top Rank card after that.
Who? What's he
Um,
talking about?
I think he's talking about Hovenesian.
Oh,
And then Miyagi's frontline, the Paris flower man. Hands you a flower, then demands 10 quid.
yo, That's Frontline.
Yeah.
He wants
Yeah.
15 quid.
Yeah. Miyagi ain't shit.
I
Hey, I gotta give him a break because he's high on coffee right now. He said he had a
he's all
whole
hocked
bag.
up on
He's
coffee
he's
right now.
jacked
And it's
up on
like
that
2 in the
shit.
morning over there. You
Yeah.
know that, right? It's like
Yeah.
2, 3 in the morning. He's all hocked up on coffee. He ain't going to sleep. He's sleeping in the closet tonight.
As long as you don't fall asleep on wrong one like last time.
Mm.
Hey, you lucky I didn't have control of that mute button, Mr. Miyagi.
Yo, I listen, I have Mr. Miyagi's back. Yo, when we noticed you were snoring, you were like, I was like, nah, I'm gonna mute him. And Frontline was like, nah, leave it, leave it, leave it. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do him dirty. Yo, so your boy had your back, bro. I wasn't gonna let the
Yeah.
world get at you like that, Mr. Miyagi. Yo, that deserves at least a $5 super chat right there. You know what
Hey,
I'm saying?
Mr. Miyagi, I already said it. The UK judges? They're fucking ass.
Stop it. There's
And
judges
and and
everywhere.
and to make it clear, I don't know if you caught it, but that Lauren Price versus
He's still stuck on this.
Stephanie Pinheiro.
You ain't letting it go, huh,
No, I'm
Frontline?
not letting it go because I saw the fight
Damn.
and everybody else saw the fight 6-4. It could have went either way. I saw it towards Pinheiro. Most
Mhm.
people saw it for Price. But that being said, where in the fuck do you get 99 to
Nah,
91 or
that was
98 to
unfair.
92?
That was unfair scoring right there. I don't know.
Mr. Miyagi says we love them. Yo, he ain't shit. Matter of fact, drop the link. Mr. Miyagi gotta hop on. Edwin won't give you the nuclear snore codes.
Yeah, I'm not giving you the codes.
Yeah.
Yo, Miss Me, you ain't shit. Oh, oh,
Oh man.
oh.
Ah.
Well, this fucking guy. What is wrong with you guys?
Yo, this shit is too funny.
What is wrong with you
Yo,
guys?
Keith Colon Friday. I'm,
Yes.
I'm gonna keep
Yep.
bringing it up. Keith Colon
Yeah, Keith
Friday.
Cologne Friday.
It's on Pro Box.
Uh one of the only, I think, young prospects sporting 100% knockout ratio with 9 fights. He has 9 fights, 9 knockouts. Yep, Keith Cologne. He's going to be on that pro box card. Is he the co-main event? Oh, no, 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 no.
No,
So
he's
he's the
he's the
main
main
event of the
event of the
prelims.
undercard. Yep.
He's the main event of the prelims.
Yep.
Okay. I don't want you guys to miss that.
Mr. Miyagi says this coffee got me lit right now.
He got literally. Yo, he's in his house bouncing off the walls. His wifey kids is like, go to sleep, Dad. Stop talking boxing. He's in the closet right now with the phone. Yo, guys, listen. Yo, he amped up. He don't know what to do with himself. Yo, fucking Mr. Miyagi. He's one of us. A true boxing fan, man. We just,
Yeah, he is.
yeah, we don't get enough. Knockouts don't get old. That shit does not get old.
Well, it's
You
not
see a
only
man get
knockouts.
knocked out, you like, that shit
Yeah,
does not get old.
and the sweet science don't get old either.
Nah. Well, that Dante Wilder fight was the other way. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
that
saying?
that fight was horrible.
That was crazy. Look like two drunk uncles just going at it in a backyard.
Yeah, but any of you guys that watch female boxing, y'all gotta check out that Lauren Price versus Stephanie
He ain't
Pinheiro.
letting it go. He's
And then when y'all
This
watch
one
it,
really affected you. I can see.
no,
Bro, you might not want to watch that Xander with Jerron Butanis. You might not
I'm
want to.
watching
You
I'm
might
watching
need a
that shit
few days
live.
after that, huh?
Nah,
That's just
Xander
gonna
winning.
fucking hurt.
Xander's winning, and even if Xander loses, he's not afraid to lose. He said it.
Yo, I bet you Frontline doesn't come on. I bet you Frontline like,
Yeah,
yo, I'm gonna
well,
take that day off. And with yo, you know
nah,
who
I'm
I haven't
coming
seen
on.
on. Where's Boogie at? Yo,
But
he's a traitor, bro. This
he's
motherfucker be on everybody else's channel now, like a fucking YouTube whore. He's over there just giving likes to everybody. I
I
don't even
think
want him to come over and give me the like because he might give me a fucking YouTube STD. You know what I'm saying? He's been everywhere.
yo, Ali probably banned him from your channel.
Mm. When we said that shit about Allie and that other dude was talking about taking her hand in marriage, it probably affected him, right? You know, don't talk about a man's girl like that. You know what I mean?
Not Ali at that. Ali,
Hey, yo, listen, any
Oh,
man,
we got Amanda Serrano coming back May 31st.
really?
May 31st. William Colota versus Burgos
Oh,
was
shit.
nuts.
My fault, guys. I was supposed to talk about this. I had it all up on the screen, but I like took everything down so to see if that fight would play for me.
Oh,
And
to show me the PTSD for Inoue. Yeah, I
oh,
remember.
shut up! Ain't no peace. Shut up with your fake shit. Shut up. You be making shit up. All right. So, ending the rest of this boxing month of April. Some of the biggest obvious fights in April is April 11th in London. You're gonna have it's gonna be on Netflix. You're gonna have Tyson Fury. You know, and he's gonna be fighting that Oslandabik guy. So that's gonna be happening. Then you're gonna have the fight card in New York City, April 17th. You know, you're gonna have Alicia Bungardner, and she's gonna be defending the IBF, the WBO, and the WBA women's titles. Okay. So and then after that, you know, those cards in April, the opening of the next month, May 2nd, uh Naoya Inoue versus Junto Nakatani in Tokyo in the
And
Japan
down
Tokyo Arena.
goes Inoue.
Hell no. And that's gonna happen. And then you also got May 2nd, the same day. So we're gonna get Naoya Inoue and Junto in the morning. And at night, we're gonna get Gabriel Rosado against David the Monster Benavidez May 2nd in Las Vegas. And that fight's gonna be on the zone on pay-per-view. So we're gonna get Naoya Inoue, that monster in the daytime, and we're gonna get the Mexican monster at night on the same day. That's going to be a good day of boxing. We're going to have both monsters fighting. Let's see who's the bigger monster out of both of them. Is it the Mexican monster or is
Yeah, but
it the Japanese monster?
you're talking about a washed up Gabe Rosado who's going up in weight.
I mean, he's got two belts. What are you talking about? He's a cruiserweight champion for, and
Who
this is
is?
how many fights does David? Wait. How many fights does David the Monster Benavidez have at cruiserweight? So don't say this is not a fair fight in that regards.
Gabe Rosado just finished fighting
Not Gabriel
on
Zara. I'm talking about I'm sorry, Gabriel Zero Ramirez.
Suldo.
Suldo Ramirez. I fuck up his name. I'm sorry. Suldo.
You said Gabe Rosado.
Yeah, Gabriel Zara never fought for, I mean, won a world championship.
All right, yeah,
Good
you
Puerto
fucked me up with
Rican
that
Philly
one.
fighter, but
No,
I don't think he'll ever
that's gonna
be a
be a good fight.
champion. But I'm
That's gonna
talking
be a good
about
fight. Suldo
David.
Ramirez.
Yeah, Suldo Ramirez, the cruiserweight
Yeah,
champion,
that's gonna be a
and David
banger.
the Monster Benavidez has never, you know, how many fights does he have at cruiserweight? I mean, look, w-
Yeah,
this
no,
is a
you
tough
fucked me up
fight.
with Gabe Rosado. That's where you fucked me up at.
Oh, okay. I might have said Gabriel, um,
Gabriel Suldo Ramirez.
Gilberto Zuldo Ramirez. Sorry. Yeah,
Gilberto.
yeah. And that's May 2nd. So
Yo,
that'll be,
we gotta check that fight out, Edwin. Mr. Miyagi says William Corolla versus Bergs. It was nuts.
he
Mark
says it
says,
was a good fight.
yeah, 4 knockdowns with a
Really?
comeback KO was wild.
Okay, I got to see that.
Then Mr. Miyagi, he almost got knocked down again just before the KO. That shit was crazy. Eddie was crapping his pants.
Mm.
It was weird that Bergs only had one KO, but he had a good weight. to his shots. I got to
Mm.
go back and watch it.
Okay, and there's another okay, there's a couple fights in the main event cards like that are interesting. Like Tyson Fury is going to be fighting in the main event, but
Ain't
uh,
Connor Ben and
Connor
Pro
Ben
Grace
is
on
on
that
the
card?
co-main event.
Yeah, that's gonna
Yeah,
be.
he's going to be fighting Regis Progress.
He's gonna knock Pro Grace out,
Let's see.
and
Let's
I'm gonna
see.
tell you why. Because Pro
They're
Grace
the
didn't look
same kind
good.
of fighter. That's a good fight right there.
It is a good fight, but Pro Grace hasn't been the same after Haney.
Nah, come on. Haney didn't give him that kind of ass whooping that
No, no,
changed
no, no, no,
him.
no, no, no. Not trust. I'm not. I'm definitely not saying that. What I'm saying
And what
is
are you saying?
when he fought Jojo Diaz, bro, Jojo Diaz staggered Prograis, and then the
Okay.
Puerto Rican fighter, Sorilla, he staggered Prograis.
Mhm.
So what I'm saying is he hasn't been the same after that. I don't know what it is. If
And
it's
your
the
boy
weight,
Connor Ben, last two fights fought a weight drain, fucking Chris Eubank Jr. So, what do you like? You think? Wait a minute.
fight
What's this
says
fight
Mexican
scheduled at? I forgot.
should
Is
be
this
ish.
at 160?
Ish. Ooh, wait, because Prograis is natural 140.
What's okay? All right. What's the? Hold on.
That's a good
Now I
question.
got to look at that. I think I saw that the fight was actually, but I'm not gonna guess. I'm gonna put it in right here. Let me
He
see.
says Mexican Cookie Monster finally not weight bullying. Precise in the building. What's up, Precise? He says Regis just wasn't on Haney's level at all. Mr. Miyagi with the $5 super chat. He says, Edwin, check out Jack Turner. He's a huge young kid, huge puncher, and highly ranked at 115. Check some highlights. No more,
I know
no,
Jack Turner.
Jack, no more talk. Says Inoue putting dude away. That man chaos incarnate. I would like to see him and Tank.
I interviewed
Incarnate.
Jack Turner on the Boxing Voice with Ness and them.
Precise says he thinks that they're fighting at 54. Then Mark says that thinks it's at 150 catch weight.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
because Progress is naturally 140. And
Uh
and and Connor Ben's usually 147. Usually.
they uh they don't have a weight. Um let's see here. Okay, hold on. Event. Let me see. Let me see if they're fighting at what's the weight? They keep just saying the event, but I want to know what the weight schedule at. All right, so from what I got, at least from Regis Progress, like you said, when he fought Diaz, he came in at 142. So that's the highest Regis Progress has fought. I don't think this is a 147 fight, right?
I
There's
don't even
no
think
way Connor
I
Ben
don't
is coming down to 147.
bro, I don't even see. Are you on Boxrec?
Yes.
Cause I see where I'm at. It says Surdo Ramirez versus Benavides the main event. Then you got Armando Resendez versus Jaime Munguia as the co-main.
Yeah, but that's on that card. Connor Ben fights on the Tyson Fury card.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
When's that one?
That's uh they fight on April 11th in London on Netflix.
Okay, here we go. Fury. Here we go.
Tyson Fury. He fights April 11th, which is
They're fighting at
in
welterweight.
4 days.
They're fighting at welterweight, so 154.
154. Okay, there you go. See, that's now that makes a little bit more sense. Yeah, he beats Regis Progress. Yeah, Conor Ben will beat him. You're gonna blimp up Regis too much, and
Yeah,
Conor Ben's not too far from the 160 he just fought from. That's a better weight for Conor than it is for Regis.
yeah. Hey, True Media, True Power Media in the building says saludos round one to the Houston, Texas.
Well,
Mr.
that's what's up,
Miyagi says
baby.
my
Texas in the
pre-
building.
my prediction for Fury versus Makdamov. I think Fury is getting rocked, or is going to be an ugly Clinton fight like the Klitschko fight.
You think so? Listen, can I ask you? Can I ask you, that guy that just said that?
That
Can I
was
ask
Mr.
him a question,
Miyagi. That was Mr. Miyagi.
Mr. Miyagi? Okay, Mr. Miyagi, I need to ask you a question. Who has the tougher fight, Tyson Fury or Usyk fighting this kickboxer? I just need to know your answer. Who has a tougher fight? Does Tyson Fury have a tougher fight with Majimov there, or does Usyk have a tougher fight with this kickboxer dude? I just want to know how you feel about that, because I'll give you guys my opinion on that too. And who had, like this fucking heavyweight division is something else.
Bro,
Moses Thomas got to hurry up and take over. Give us some excitement.
it's just you got a bunch of recycled fighters. They just keep
It
fighting
just
each other.
it's 20 the last 25 years of the heavyweight division's been, and we got to go along with it. We got to watch Tyson Fury and Wilder, Dante Wilder fight fucking 900 times.
Yeah.
And then in order to be called the best heavyweight of our era, you had to recycle Usyk within 3 men. Tyson Fury, AJ, and Dubois. He fought them both twice already.
So
When has an era ever did that?
it's never.
Heavyweight division is fucking, it's weak as shit. It's
True
been
Power
weak.
True Power Media says, to be honest, I need to see highlights from the kickboxer. LOL. Mr. Miyagi says Fury has the tougher fight. And then True Power Media says, but if I had to guess without looking at highlights, I would say Fury.
Okay. I think that the guy that Fury's been in the ring with has fought better competition, at least in boxing that we're aware of, than that kickboxer dude. They're using like Usyk like a gimmick now.
Yo,
He
Edu, let me
he's
ask you
he,
something.
he's ran out of fighters.
In the history of boxing, people that mix up sports like MMA, kickboxing, or whatever, and they came into boxing, have you ever seen a boxer that came from an MMA sport like slip and do a fucking like a kick or something in a fight besides Nick Ball?
Well, you got me with Nick Ball, right? Because that was right who I was going to. But ironically, yes. Yes. There were moments in boxing I can recall. I can't recall exactly who they were, but I can honestly say I've seen that before, where a guy, you know, threw a kick or something or lifted up a knee. I've seen that before. Yeah. Um the the debate between who wins, who's a more superior fighter, a boxer or an MMA guy? That is a question you will never truly get the answer to, because it's always going to be, who did you put against who? Did you put your best MMA guy against just an average boxer? Were you able somehow to get the best of both? And in which one did you get them to both do both? In a real situation, real life situation, using all your limbs that God gave you, your legs and your hands, in some people's eyes can be the best combat sport because you're not limited just to your hands, right? Okay. Then other men would say, why don't we stand toe to toe like two men and punch it out? I don't want to grab ass. Don't kick me. You know, it really depends on how you view combat sports. But I got to honestly admit something that I've seen the boxer go from boxing to the UFC and lose horribly, horribly. Then I've seen the boxer, the best UFC guy, go to boxing and lose horribly. Both Conor McGregor and Francis Ngannou. You see what happened to Francis Ngannou? But let's just say, hypothetically, you take those gloves off Francis Ngannou and you put AJ in an alley with Francis Ngannou. What do you think is going to happen?
Well, Mr. Miyagi says the real question is why does Usyk now say he will fight Wardley, but didn't stay in his talk when he said he would fight the winner of Parker versus Wardley when Wardley won? And then he says Casemiro had a fight like that in Thailand. Laughing emoji.
Yeah,
No,
well, Casemiro got to fight now. He's got to fight Luis Pantera Nari.
yeah.
That's gonna be a good fight. That's gonna happen like tomorrow, like some shit. Okay, hold
Oh,
on.
and Manny Pacquiao Promotions is talking reckless.
Why?
Oh, I gotta send you the highlight.
What's going on?
Pedro Taduran, the IBF
Yeah,
105. Oh, they called out Oscar Collazo.
really?
They
No.
talking, oh, they talking reckless.
So
They
hold on. So they're gonna allow this guy to slither his way out? Fucking
Melvin Jerusalem.
Jerusalem.
Well, Jerusalem, if I'm not mistaken, he's got a fight lined up coming up. So
But wait a minute. Like I thought Jerusalem and Oscar were gonna try to get this fight going again.
they were,
So what the
but
fuck
not,
is Jerusalem ducking him?
bro. I think both of them are ducking. The
What do you
problem,
mean?
the problem is the problem. Here's the problem, right? If you ask the Filipinos over there in their country, they're saying that Oscar Collazo ducked.
How
Then
would
you
he duck? Wait, stop. Just stop right there. Let me, as I'm getting the news, I'm getting this news right now. But if I'm not mistaken, Oscar Collazo already beat Jerusalem.
correct,
How would you duck a guy you already whooped his ass? That you're not scared of that guy. You already beat him.
correct. The problem is
So where does that?
supposedly if you ask the Filipinos, Oscar asked for
I'm
too
not
much
asking
money,
them. I'm just going off
and
what
then
happened in boxing.
if you ask the Puerto Rican side,
And I'm not asking them neither.
they said that Jerusalem priced himself out. Now
Well, did he?
we don't know that. Now the
Well,
question
from the
here for
outside
us
looking in, from the outside looking in, and I'm, taking this in with you right here. I'm just looking, bro, you're not going to tell me that I'm ducking a guy I already beat
to be honest, the tougher fight for Oscar Collazo would be Taduran. Taduran is a
because he never faced him.
no. Dude, you gotta understand. Taduran is built different,
Well,
dude. To be an IBF champion at 105 is crazy within itself.
you got to make the 10-pound re-IJJ claw. That should be illegal.
No more talks as Pac-Man, confident. That's why he was talking crazy. Oscar already beat Jerusalem. Yes, Taduran is better than Jerusalem, harder puncher. He put Shinoka in a coma, just
Yeah.
recovering a year later. Um, Mark says Neri fight postponed. France is
The
gonna level.
Neri fight is postponed
Yep,
for April 18th.
I guess so. No more talk says Francis is gonna level Tyson. No more talk says Connor's gonna be the Terminator Connor gonna be on Terminator time. Regis not meaner than Connor, and if it's
No, he's not.
not a good fight, Connor's gonna steamroll him.
Just might. He just might. Yeah. Yeah. He just might.
Mr. Miyagi says most likely, but could you imagine if both Connor and Fury lost on Saturday? Oh my God.
Holy shit. Brit will be down bad. The UK would be down bad.
And then Mark said Calazo looks like he's avoiding Taduran from his messages, to be honest.
What do you mean? What do you, what? Say that Calazo is avoiding
It,
Taduran
it
by
looks
his
like
messages.
Calazo looks like he's avoiding Taduran from his messages, to be honest. I don't know what messages. I'm assuming IG or something. I don't have social media, so
Can you I don't know, hit me up on Instagram with some of the messages or something, fill me in, or you can find me on Round One Sports Talk on Instagram. And if you have any of those interviews or messages or clips or screenshots, send them to me and I'll put them up here. And if that's true, let's call Oscar Collazo out on it. Let's see what the fuck is going on. But until I see it or read what you're actually talking about, then I'm a little taken back by it. But
I don't know.
I'm not gonna pretend like I know something. And like I
Acco-
say, you guys are my chat family. Let me know what you guys know. Go ahead.
he says on X, he's back and forth with
Oh,
Oli over months. But here's the thing. I find that hard to believe because publicly Oscar has said that he wants Taduran or Jerusalem next. He wants
he said
another
that in his
unification.
last fight.
Yes, he wants a unification.
Yeah, we all know. Like, anyway, we do. We watched his last fight,
Yeah,
and when he fought that
Jason
dude's
Hado.
boy Trucker that was on the channel,
Yep.
and we were talking about it, we saw what he said after. So he is calling out the champion. So I mean, I don't know where this duck talk is starting to come from. Um, Pedro Taduran, he's always been the tougher fight, but I would have took Jerusalem to get the 3. And from the outside looking in, you're not gonna sit here and tell me that I'm avoiding a fighter that I already beat. That I already beat. So, the Filipinos can say what they want. We got to win on you. You got to get a win on us. That's it. That's it. That's how that goes. Shit talking is cheap. Talk is cheap. We beat you, you got to beat us. So if you're that confident, tell your boy to sign on the dotted line and put that other belt up. Let's see who
Wonderland.
wins.
Wonderland wants to know what's your take if Taduran versus Calazo happens.
Uh,
Um, I think it'll be another no mas for Goyasha. He's the Filipino Slayer, bro.
hey yo, you a biased dude, bro. Anyway, I, I get it. I get. Look, I think it's gonna be
It'll be a
one of
banger
them
though.
will win by decision. It's either gonna be a split decision or a majority decision. But I don't think either of those guys stop each other. They might be a couple knockdowns in the fight, but I think they get up. And I think they go the distance in that fight. Uh and to the best man win, I think that Oscar could beat him. I think Oscar can beat him in a 12 round decision, but that can go the other way too. It could also go the other way. Yes. Um that's a 50-50 fight for me. More so than the other fight for the other belt with Jerusalem. I think Jerusalem 60-40. I got to give it 60-40 because Oscar's got to win on him.
A
I got to
knockout
put it
win at that.
60-40. It's not a 50-50. But the other fight might be with Tadurang might be
50-50.
50-50. But either way, if I had to like break down the fight, I see both fighters winning by a 12-round decision. I don't see neither of them knocking each other out or stopping one or the other. I think they're both too skilled, and I think they can take each other's power.
I
Yeah.
got Gay O Jasso.
Well, we
And
we have to find out if
and and
they
here's
ever
why.
sign on the dotted line.
You ready for why?
Why?
Because there's not going to be a rehydration clause, right?
Nope.
Because it's a unification.
Yep.
That being said, Taduran is so used to fighting with the rehydration clause that now that there's not a rehydration clause, he might overhydrate and lose some steam behind his footwork, his punches, and he might gas out sooner because he will be overhydrated. That's just my take on it. Obviously, with proper discipline and proper training, he might be able to overcome it if he stays disciplined and stays
He could
within
just
the
train for the fight like he always did for an IBF title and stay the course, but not really like honor the 10 pounds the next day. He might rehydrate in the morning at 9 to like 12 pounds, but stay the IBF way.
well, that's the thing. If he stays within the IBF weight, he's going to be weaker than Collazo, and that's
Nah,
what
that doesn't really spell that.
I'm
He's
telling
just a
you.
natural 105er. He's a natural little guy. Those guys can pull that shit off. They can eat whatever they want. It makes you think they're on a diet. They're not. None of them guys are on a diet. Them motherfuckers eat whatever they want. Their metabolism is
Too
fucking
fast.
on 10.
Yeah. No
They
more talk
this
says that would be crazy for the UK AJ gonna have to go outside, find water, and sleep him. If Fury and Connor lose, Connor's not losing though. Mark says he said he wanted Jerusalem before Taduran.
yeah.
Jerusalem said he was avoiding Taduran himself.
So you're saying Jerusalem
Was avoiding Taduran himself.
was oh yeah. Okay.
And then Oscar said he wanted Jerusalem before Taduran.
Yes. Because he knew what was going to be the tougher fight. He
But
was familiar with Jerusalem. He's familiar with him.
so
Been in the
so
ring. He shared the ring, you know?
if
So,
if Taduran is signed to Manny Pacquiao Promotions,
hmm
then it'll probably be an easy fight to make because Pacquiao and Oscar are good friends, and Pacquiao and Cotto are good friends,
yeah.
and Oscar's he's co-promoted by Miguel Cotto Promotions and Golden Boy.
hmm
So that fight should be easy to make. I don't know who Jerusalem signed to,
Mm,
but I think that fight happened before. I'm sure it could happen again. It should be easy to make, but
mm. And let me ask you guys one more question before we end this live stream. We were talking about, and the topic was Naoya Inoue and Junto.
losing to Junto Nakatani, yes.
Yo, don't ever interrupt me with some bullshit like that. You know what I'm saying? Right? Listen, May 2nd in Japan, Tokyo Arena. Mark's gonna be in attendance. I'm mad jealous right now. I'm like extremely jealous. Mark, you gotta send me some pictures. You gotta do something. You know what I mean? Buy the t-shirt over there, mail it to me. I'll send you the money for it. Like, I want the t-shirt that they sell at the event. So you need to buy me a extra large one, and I will cash app you the money right then and there to pack that shirt up and mail it to me. If you could do me that favor, that would be awesome. But anyway, um, this is gonna be a big fight. And we're gonna be closing up the rest of this month in April. We're gonna have Conor Ben, Tyson Fury. Yo, Brits, you guys are on deck. You guys are on deck now. Let's see what you guys do. Are you guys gonna go down bad, or are you guys gonna rise to the occasion? Okay, let's see what your fighters do. I love this shit. I love this shit. I love us. I love my boxing community. I love the vibe. I love the energy here at Round One Sports Talk, the channel that we together created, and we come here and talk our shit about our boxers, you know. And when your guy goes down, yo, you guys are down bad. You know what I'm saying? One down, we're up. One day, you guys are up. That's boxing for you. And I know we're gonna get our time. You know, we're gonna eat our crow eventually. But this roller coaster we're riding right now, I'm strapped in and I'm ready to go.
Hey, Mark says five guys want me to buy T-shirts. Don't know if they'll sell me that many.
Five guys want you to say, listen, I don't care what any of them guys say. I don't care what any, like, round one, I will cash app you that money right to you. You know what I'm saying? So all you got to do is put it in a plastic bag and mail it to me. Right? So I got the one for Vegas where he fought Roman Cardenas, and you know, here, it's
Damn,
not the big charger. Oh, here, take this.
Mark's over in Australia. He probably ended the live without even realizing it.
I ended my life.
I don't know. I thought you ended it.
Am I here?
Nah, you back on now. Yeah,
Oh,
you back on now. There you go. Just leave
lost.
me there. Not leave me right there.
No. That's not happening. My wife came, looked for a cord, and I pulled the thing. But anyway, what was I saying? Um,
That you don't care about the other five guys.
nah, we got
You
past that.
said to put it in an envelope
And
and mail
just
that
mail
shit.
it to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna put myself in a box. And Mark, you gotta pick me up at the post office.
Hey, he said they may not have your size to fit you. They make small over there.
Yo, yo,
Oh
listen,
shit.
I got the one for Naoya Inoue for Roman Cardenas in Las Vegas, and you can only buy those shirts at the events, right? And I noticed a lot of Japanese dudes coming in from the with the shirts from his last event in Japan. And as a boxing fan, I knew you can't buy those shirts anywhere else. I was trying to talk one of them Japanese dudes out of that shirt. I was like, yo, I'll pay you double for that shirt. They was like, no. They had their little translators. And they were talking to me with their translators. And I was like, I will pay you double. And it would say it in Japan to them. And they would laugh. They, no, you can't get this anywhere else. I was like, I know. I said, I know. You
Look
know,
at Mr.
you you
Miyagi. Look
you
at
gotta
Mr.
be there.
Miyagi. He said frontline shiesty, forget about the others.
Ah,
And then he tells Mark, he said, that's not true. They have size Zumo.
Saisumo.
Yo,
They got to.
that coffee got Mr. Miyagi at 100 right now.
Hmm. He's snappy right now. He's
Yeah,
catching all them jokes.
he's catching everything and he's firing back quick.
Wow. Mr. Miyagi right now, he's no longer drinking the coffee, he's chewing it. He's like, he's just straight chewing it.
And then when the live went off, he said, "No, Edwin."
Yeah.
That's because he bouncing off the walls right now.
He don't know what to do with himself. And I'm about to cut the live off in a second. Like, I got, you know what I'm saying? Like, start off tomorrow and shit. But what?
Very hard to find, says Mark. I got the Mizuno suit as a medium. It's like a small. It didn't fit.
Uh,
He don't fit it.
No,
Mr. Miyagi says, "I am the coffee."
I am the coffee.
But yeah, I'm about to head out myself.
Yo, you know when you hit that zone now, like that day I lost my mind. I was like, what happened that day? I was like, I am, I am boxing fucking. What the fuck? I'm. Why do you say that in the biblical terms?
I have
I'm the
no clue.
Messiah of boxing. And then I was like, the dude who snapped me out of it. He was like, "You're not the Messiah." I was like, you know what? You're right. I am not the Messiah of boxing. Sometimes I lose my mind. Thank you for bringing me back down to earth. I finally realized what I was. I am Jesus of boxing. Thank you. that
um,
that's where Mr. Miyagi is with the coffee.
yeah,
Now he
business.
is coffee. He's like, no, no, no. I'm not only drink. Now I am coffee. Like it
They
has
became
consumed
one.
him.
Hey, Biz is in the building. He said, "Hey, what's up?" Fun Truck is
Yo,
in the
what up,
building.
Biz?
Fun Truck is in the building. He said, round one, front line. What's up?"
What up, Fun
Biz
Truck?
Biz says Taduran is calling out Collazo. Yes, we just talked about
Yeah,
that.
we talked all about that. I heard that your that fight with John Casamera and Luis Pantarinari is being postponed. Hey, Biz, real quick, even though I know you're gonna be biased as hell, why is
Eh,
that fight postponed? And whose fault is it? Somehow, some way, it's gonna be Luis Pantarinari's, but I still want to hear what he got to say. What is the fight? Whose side is the fight postponed on? And why is it? Could you, real quick, like answer that if you could? What up, Fun Truck, bro? I still want to talk to your boy that fought Oscar Collazo, man, and I want to ask him what was his experience? What was it like? Fighting a guy like that. Oscar Collazo stopped him, but the kid did a lot of good shit.
a lot of
You can
his
see,
footwork was crazy,
that kid did a lot of good shit, bro.
and I
He
can
can
see him being
fight.
a future champion. I can
Yeah, he
see him
will
being a
be
future
eventually.
champion.
Eventually, yes. He's got to stay the course. But he showed he belongs in there with world class fighters. If Oscar Collazo is one of the fighters there that is at the top of the food chain, he stopped you, all right. But the learning experience of what he experienced against that and where he sees himself, where he needs to be at, shit like that. So yeah,
Hey,
I would like,
Biz says, according to the promoter, because of the flights restriction, procurement delay. That's what it says. I'm assuming it's on Neri's end, but I don't see how is a delay because his visa got to be up to date because he just flew to Japan to fight anyway.
yeah, you're right. Where was John Casamaro's last fight at? The one he won. Put it right here, John
He says
Casamaro. Hold on.
also I feel like the tickets might not have sold because of the increase of the fuel jet. Yeah, with all the shit going on, inflation and shit like that.
I hear some excuses of why your guy can't sell, but all of a sudden he's better than Naoya Inoue, and he's a bigger star. But now, flight problems are not selling your tickets. Well, Naoya Inoue sold out 55,000 in a month. And doesn't seem like the gas for planes are affecting anything in May. When your shit is April 18th. So which is it? You know what I mean?
Hey, I'm about to get up out of here,
Listen,
Edwin.
Listen,
gonna
your
hit you up
boy John
tomorrow.
Casimiro got to do something. Anyway, fight fans, thank you for tuning in. Frontline, thank you for coming on like always. Thank you, Frontline, for being my co-host. Thank you, the chat, everybody that express their boxing comments, interacted. Thank you for your interaction. Thank you for making it another great boxing night and boxing talk. So, fight family, I'm on to the next one. After this one here at Round One Sports Talk, Frontline. Good
Peace.
night, brother. Peace, Corillo. And we out. Peace.